her.
All right, so.
Oh, thanks. How do we meet?
How did we
Yes,
meet?
how did you two meet? Wait, hold on. I heard that she lived up the street on 86 her whole life, and you guys are just now meeting?
Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah.
Never knew each other. Never. But she's also, how much younger are you than I?
I'm 23. You're
28.
29. 8.
Okay.
That's what don't be rushing that shit. It's almost 30, okay? We're peaking. I don't know, like, I just didn't think that she liked me.
Why not?
Because she's goofy as hell. When you get to know her more, like, you'll be like, oh, I mean, you see her, she's goofy. But, like, in a good way, right?
Yeah.
Like, not in, like, a repulsive way, but, like, she was, like, silly in a way that, to me, it seemed like she was...
Go ahead, say it.
Like, I don't know how to put it. Like,
Immature.
yeah, childish, but, like, you would be talking shit about me behind my back. Like, saying something to me like, oh, girl, and then talking shit about me behind my back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I didn't think
that
that she liked me. And then, what did you think I felt about you?
Girl, you were stuck up. No, she was real stuck up. No, you weren't stuck up. You were just quiet. I didn't think you liked me at all. You talked to I didn't like from the beginning, so I just thought
Why you didn't like her?
Oh, we're name dropping. Those people you just don't
It was
like.
all in the workplace or whatever.
So nothing like bad about her. I just didn't like her. Whatever. Maybe we weren't gonna get along. But then one day we were gonna go out. Why did we hang out that day?
I don't remember because for
It
some
was
reason
so
we left
random.
work and it was like, do you want to go out for a drink? And I
No,
was like,
because we went to Swings and Things first. Because I put Benny's wristband in.
Was that the same day?
Yes.
I guess it was the same day. Whatever, we hung out in the random. It was
It's
so random.
random.
And
I borrowed a shirt of hers, and I love that shirt. It's like that black one that's that like has that cross in the chest. It's like a one piece, I think. I wore shorts, white shorts. Girl, I wore your black top.
No, I'm just playing.
You better keep making her explain it.
Shit drop is, let's make this a long story short.
Okay, so how we met was
She
at work.
wiped my ass.
Okay.
To the T. Girl.
We went out to West Park one night.
Ooh.
We got pretty lit.
Lit.
It was lit.
Is that where you take all your girls? West Park?
Yeah.
Is that where you take off? Did you go to West Park with her? Yes, I did.
I have the coat that I wore there too. I brought it here.
Did you?
Yeah,
I like that
coat.
coat.
I like it. I take all my girls to West Park.
okay, it's a
I don't
good
like to
bar.
switch it up. You know, I like to keep my bitches in the same place. And we buy the same drinks.
And the other girl pays. No.
And the other girl pays.
No, but I got so many free drinks that night. That night I got
She did.
so
It was the
many free
UFC
drinks.
night. I think it was Conor McGregor or some shit.
Yeah.
It was lit. It was so packed at West Park,
Never.
and she kept getting free drinks because she's a showstopper. Girl, she walks into a room
Oh my god.
and
It's not like that at all.
she's being so low key about how obsessed with herself she is.
It's not like that, dude. I'm just bold. I go up to the
You
guys
are
and I'm
bold.
like, hey, want to buy me a drink? Yeah. Okay, but you gotta buy
Because
me
you
and
look
my
like a
girls
Victoria's Secret model, and
drinks
it's
too.
great. I think it's
And you're
great.
cute, so you get away
Oh,
with
thanks.
it.
Things.
Yeah.
Like,
And like,
like
but
that.
I don't come off like I play it off as I'm joking, and they take it if they take it serious, they take it serious. I'm not joking. Like, I'm gonna let them think I'm joking, just so if they're like, what the fuck, who's this bitch? Dude, I'm joking. Chill. They be like, oh, she funny. When you saw
were
me,
on
what
the
did I look
toilet, and you were like, I'm sorry.
Oh
Hands
my
down.
god.
Hands down. And I'm like, oh no. It was shit on the back of the toilet. So she had shit. Tell her what you were trying to do, what you were trying to accomplish.
Guys, I
you
wasn't
knew, I
fucked
didn't.
up. No, I wasn't like fucked up or like I'm about to just shit. No, in my head, I'm like, okay, there's so much pressure of going. It's coming out the other end. I'm like, shit.
Don't tell
I'm like,
me.
oh, shit. Like, what do I do? So then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm gonna see if I don't have to. So I'm like this. It's coming out. I'm like, okay, so gotta think quick. I'm gonna get both of these things in the hole. I'm drunk. So
Envision this.
Two were both fucked up, trying to help each other.
Yes, but I pulled it together, right?
You
Like
did.
the mom in me was
You-
like, okay.
Yeah. She said the mom in her.
you gotta get. You're not even on the TV.
I am.
No, you're not.
And then, because I like facing y'all pretty facing.
Okay, then we'll scoot this way.
And,
Okay.
yeah, so I proceeded to, I'm like, girl, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna wipe your butt.
And
So,
she
Oh.
wiped
I
it.
didn't have wipes. I made sure, like,
You
my
had
mom
wipes?
wiped it. No, I didn't have wipes.
Oh.
So I, like, spit on the toilet paper and I wiped your ass. Actually, I think I made you spit on it because I'm like, you know, I'm like, I wiped her ass. I made all that shit. She was clean. She was
Girl, I
good.
didn't go take a
Baby
shower
booty
when I got home. I woke up, you would not have thought I shit myself.
Girl, I took care of you. Yes, because
Oh,
first of all,
that's-
she wasn't getting in my car.
That's love
Shit
right there.
all over her
That's
baby.
love.
And secondly, I'm not about to let my girl walk out looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
there's no fucking way I'm letting her.
You're not about to walk out with me like that.
Like, you did not just stunt like that in front of all these people, and you're gonna walk out
shit everywhere.
smelling like a toilet. Like,
Oh, I
no.
love it, man.
No.
So
Oh, man,
genuine.
thanks.
I
I
take
thanked her
care of my
every day
people.
since.
Literally, and it's hilarious because she like actually tells people this.
I was like, girl, don't tell anybody when we get to work, please. I was like, please don't.
I
She's
didn't tell nobody.
like, no. I told one person, you know who it is with the T. She's like, of course. He's gonna tell everybody.
He told everybody, so I heard you had a shitty weekend, and I was like, why would you tell
Oh
them that?
no! I was like, no, I just told him.
But it became like a really good story for our friendship, and I kind of think it's
Yes.
important.
That's
I
iconic.
think
It was an iconic
It was
moment.
an iconic moment. It was.
You're
it
so
was.
vulnerable when you're letting someone wipe your butt that much.
You just
Yeah.
gotta let it happen.
Yeah,
Like,
literally,
alright, this
like-
is happening.
Yeah.
I want my friend to walk out, like you
Yeah.
said.
Exactly.
Like
I couldn't do that. I was
I'd
like,
probably
no,
have to
no,
suck
no,
up.
no.
I would probably just have to like.
I thought of how I would feel if I woke up the next morning with shit all over me. And I'm like, that would gross me out because I hate having like dirty pants. You know what I'm saying? You fall asleep
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Have you guys
no,
ever
no,
peed your
no.
pants at like 4 or 5? And you remember how smushy your pants are, bro?
Yeah, when you're little, I remember that.
I remember.
Shit.
So then we want to analyze how that we show that we're interested. So like at least since we don't have a man here until we call your brother, we get our point of view out of how like different people show their interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To analyze how people express themselves.
Because everyone's different.
Everybody's
Everyone's got their
different.
own style.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna start with you.
Yeah.
Like, how would you
Okay.
express your interest?
For me,
in
like when
someone?
I meet somebody, it's very few and far between that actually.
What do
like
you
them.
look at first?
What do I look at?
Yeah.
Like when I meet them?
Mm-hmm.
Physical attraction, yeah.
For sure. Okay, besides that, because I think everybody
like,
does, honestly.
Yeah, but like my type of physical attraction is not like this outstandingly like amazing guy that's totally unattainable. Like I kind of check myself, I know, and I'm like that's just too much. Like I go for just dudes who are just like down to earth, you know, and funny. They have to be funny.
Yes.
If they can't make me laugh, it's a
Yeah.
wrap. And I
What
think
do I
I'm
say?
hilarious, girl. I think I'm funny as hell.
I know I'm funny, so like.
I've been with dudes who I've rubbed the wrong way. You know what I mean?
I don't
Because
think you
I'm
rub them
funny.
necessarily the wrong way, especially like knowing who you are. You probably intimidated the dude. Like, and I'm not saying that just because you're my friend, but like just knowing who you are, yeah, you most probably intimidated the dude.
Funny as shit.
Maybe
just
you're like
saying.
too intense.
Bring it
Intense.
down.
Like you don't have a problem showing yourself, all of you probably, to somebody.
A good point.
And sometimes that's too much for people because they're like, whoa, she's coming at me too much.
Someone told-
we need to have 3-way conversations on the phone. We
Well, someone told that about me.
seriously.
Yeah, like.
So how do you show? So
like,
explain like when you start talking to a guy, like how you start acting and stuff.
okay, so if I'm into you, I'll start touching you, like little shoulder taps or something,
Okay.
and I'll look you directly in your eye.
Oh, she's
Right.
that's intense.
See, because I didn't.
y'all
Okay,
are
yeah.
intense.
So like you do
And
the
I'll
shoulder
get
tap
close.
thing.
Mm-hmm. That
I'm
lets
very
them know that it's
impersonal.
okay to touch me back.
Okay.
I feel
That is
something.
true. Reciprocation.
Yeah.
It's okay. I feel like I just give them my attention. Like I feel like me giving them my attention is how I show them because I don't really give anybody my attention, like just any specific person in that way. So if I'm consistently texting you, I'm interested. Like that's how I show my interest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, they say like, oh, you're a pretty girl. I'm pretty sure you have more than just one guy trying to get at you. I'm like, yeah, well, why don't you beat the odds out? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, do something about it. You already know the information. Do something about it. Take me out. Do something different.
And my eyes are just to you now.
Don't just be submissive to it. Like,
Right. Just
yeah,
don't just
do
accept
something.
it.
Yeah.
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 most guys feel defeated, so they're like, you know what? I'll just go to somebody else who won't
That's
require as much work, I guess.
And if that's the case, then bye.
All right, bye.
Right.
We
Like
are-
you want to take me
Dude,
out
it's
on a
like
date?
like those guys. Okay, so there's like thinking about that too. Like there's this one guy in my Snapchat. He just constantly messages me, thirsty. Good morning. Good morning.
Every
How are
day?
you doing? Yes. No response. Hey, I remember you from when. Blah. I'm like, dude, but if the guy that I want would do that, it'd be over. We would love that, but it would never happen. Yeah, I took off my shoes all the time for that shit. Let me sorry. I have these cute shoes with this outfit.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn, I think this nigga's 5'10". That's
I've,
a red flag.
I've definitely opted out of wearing heels. For sure, most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, because I just be feeling uncomfortable, like,
I'm so glad.
especially if you don't know that the dude's tall enough, it's like a blind date situation. How intimidating for this big ass bitch to walk in the room. Like,
What's
hey,
up?
my name,
Why do we sound
my
like
name's-
that?
Hi, my name's Hayden.
And I don't sound like that. I feel like this big ass Amazon.
See, I feel like I walk like this into a room. That's how I feel like I
Me
get looked at.
too. Fuck.
Linebackers and shit.
Yeah.
Like I can keep my voice,
You
but like I just
linebacker
feel
ass
like
bitch.
they be like, yeah, what's up?
And they gotta say something about it too.
Right.
Like, dang, yo, tall
So,
ass.
like, okay, that's what you notice. First thing, damn.
Damn, girl,
You
you
don't
got some
notice
big ass
when it
shoulders,
is?
though. Pardon me.
Like, they
I thought I
never
was
seen a
looking
woman
fly.
this tall before.
Right.
Like, we're fucking foreign.
They make us
Oh.
feel like fucking Sasquatch bitches.
Yes. All my life it's been like that.
Me too.
And, like, you never seen a woman at
What's the
5'9"?
worst comment that you've gotten from a man in regards to your appearance? That he didn't mean to come out that way, but you totally are like, I get it all the time. I don't like it. I'm turned off.
Oh, I get all the
Maybe
time,
like a
or the worst. Not one I get all the time. The first thing that stuck with me for this last one, that you have it. Oh, but this happened in 2nd grade. We were at recess, and this kid comes up. Damn, you still got your baby fat? This is my biggest one of my biggest insecurities because of that.
Aww.
I
Isn't it
try
great how it
not
sticks
to
with
let
you?
it be
Yeah.
an insecurity, but like, right, it is.
That motherfucker is talking shit.
2nd
What's his
grade.
name?
Voodoo
Where's
on
his
him
mama's
later.
house at?
Girl,
I'm gonna go
his
fly
mom's a
her
stripper.
tires, bitch. I'm about to go with the crazy horse right now. Let's go.
Let's go to
Let's
crazy.
go.
What's about
What about me? Girl, you already know. Damn, girl, you got some big ass legs.
Oh my god!
Yeah, everybody says that. Now, this dude, Elliot, at work, comes up to me. There's like 7 fucking people around.
Oh, that's a
Elliot?
fucking worst. Please don't tell me. Go ahead.
Elliot, he comes up to me. I'm talking to them, whatever I'm doing. He comes up to me. Damn, girl, you got some big legs. Damn, you work out? Excuse me? I was having a conversation with all these people that you just fucking blasted me in front of.
Oh, that's the worst.
What did-
But yes, bitch, I do have legs. And mind you, his legs are like...
I was at work getting coffee. They were all joking around. Shane was bent down, tying my shoes.
Shane,
Tying
Sounds
my
like a dick,
shoes.
not my brother, right?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your brother.
Yeah.
I was like...
Hear me?
Yeah.
Tying my shoes together. I didn't know. I'm making
that's
my
some
coffee.
Girl.
I'm making my coffee. I'm walking.
You didn't realize?
Chris goes, hey, I know Shane's stacking in the AKE. Here, Chris. Hey, what's up, Hannah? Good morning. How are you? Hey, with my coffee, I slid into the AKE, and the AKE slid down the belt. Bruh. That
First of all, you made me spill my coffee. Bitch.
shit was the most
Who
embarrassing
did that?
shit. Shane.
You was digging him, huh?
I was digging him hardcore.
And then that shit happened in front of me.
But
Cool
boys
points.
do that when they like you, right?
Cool fucking points right
He
there.
was funny, though, sometimes.
That shit was funny if it wasn't to me.
Oh. Funny anyone else?
That shit was funny though.
That is funny. So what's the most recurring comment that you're just like, for real, now I got a complex?
It's always been about my calf muscles, like my
Girl,
legs.
yeah.
Like that's just how I'm built, and like I got big calf muscles. Like I don't know, like they just
You're
that's
just
what they
a
look
big
like.
calf.
And guys always ragged on me about it. Like, why are they so fucking big? You know, and I would feel so like now it doesn't bother me. But then I would get so into like my feelings. I would
Me
feel so bad
too.
about myself. And one time I was out with my ex and his friends and they were joking about it. They were like, you could smash melons with him.
Oh.
And my boyfriend at the
Fucked up.
time was in on the joke. And I was like, this is shitty. I literally don't know what to do because I don't know where I'm at. I would, like, if that situation happened, I probably would have walked away.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where I was.
I would have gotten all red, and I would have been so embarrassed because I
Yes.
internalize things.
Mhm.
You do that too?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm insecure. I laugh about it, but I'm like, I don't like this insecurity.
You
Now
go
they're all
with
looking
it,
at me.
right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go with it because you
I-
think that it's gonna be okay, and then they keep going.
And like you think
It's like,
if you laugh, they'll
quit
give
ripping
up.
on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Quit
haha,
ripping
next
on
joke.
me.
Yeah,
Got
right?
big ass legs.
And like the other one was like, I got big ass hands. And they're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you're
me
not normal. Why are you so big everywhere? And I'm just like,
Like, are you mad
I'm
because
sorry the
bigger than
bitches.
you?
Yeah, right. I'm sorry the bitches you
Just
used to are like
scrawny-ass
4'2". Okay,
Right, that's what I'm
this is
saying.
a real one. No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'm not.
Fuck with a real one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't handle this.
They can't.
Bye.
They
I want to get a
can't.
perspective on that because, like, why do they point things out like that? Do they have this misconception of what a woman's supposed to look
Because
like?
it could be one of two things. One, they're trying to tear us down. Two, they're just trying to have a discussion.
They see you up here and they're like, okay, you bougie ass bitch.
I've been on dates with dudes where I notice shit like, but I wait till I get home and call my girl, like, girl, when I was on this date, I would never, ever in a million years go to a dude and be like, damn, you got big ass hands. I mean,
No, or
you know
small
what-
ass
yeah.
hands.
No, for real. Can you imagine? Let's role play for a minute. Hannah, I'm feeling it.
Damn, you got big ass hands.
No, it's gonna be small because
Oh.
when guys have big hands, that's sexy.
Right. Damn, you got small ass hands.
Like, I wouldn't do that to anybody.
Yeah, I would never.
I wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings, and I'm an empathetic person. I would never want anybody to feel inadequate.
So maybe you should call your brother. Maybe we should use
Okay,
a hotline.
cool.
Like, why
Yeah.
would men pick up certain physical attributes and
My
like
phone's on
comment?
4%.
This
Oh.
is tuck it in. Well, yeah.
And
Mine is good.
Like pick them apart. That's your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Your other brother. Oh shit.
Oh, he's not even being available, y'all.
He said that he would.
He's probably got an appointment right now.
Probably with his baby mama.
No, probably for real.
Literally.
Why you not answer first time?
You got a kitty appointment or what?
Who was that, Sam, or is that Hannah asking me such a question?
That's Sam.
You were drunk, ain't you?
No, why?
Yeah, you is. Acting just like your dad.
Ooh.
Still ain't responding.
How am I acting with my daddy?
You get the drinking and you start acting crazy like your dad.
Listen, I got a question for you, young blood.
Ma,
Young blood.
then your baby daddy still a birthday cake when he was put it in his trunk. Just you know, Hannah be doing stuff like that when she drunk.
No, I don't, nigga. Listen,
What's your
Sam.
question, bro?
Sam's got a question for you.
So, like, a physical attribute about a female. So, say she's got bigger calves than usual, or she's got something about her that sets her apart from normal females, quote unquote. Do you point that out to her? Like, have you ever pointed that out? Like, yo, you got some big ass hands.
Yes.
You do.
Why?
Why? What did you gain from that?
What do you
A
gain from
joke?
somebody got bigger feet than the average man? What do you gain from?
I wouldn't say that though.
Yes, you would.
I
Like,
wouldn't.
damn, you got some big ass feet.
I wouldn't. We were just talking about that. Like, I wouldn't be like, yo, you got some little ass hands. You got some tiny feet. Like, what the? Why would I say that?
Y'all wouldn't tell that to us, but y'all would go to your friends.
That's what she said. Yeah. So like,
But see, we are able to be honest about y'all physical appearance with y'all, but y'all are not able to be honest about.
but
our
what's the
physical
point of
appearance.
calling that person out? Like,
It's not even calling it out. It's you should honestly be flattered because he's paying attention to detail and noticing something about you that that he noticed. Though he's observed you enough to pay attention to you. But
Here's the point.
But it's
So,
in the
like,
sense of like a negative thing.
yeah.
And we're
So
not
are we perceiving it differently? Like, how would you perceive? So like, I got
Tell them about you.
thick legs, okay, and it's always been a thing. Like, literally, everybody's like, damn, you got some big ass legs. And it's just like, it's presented to me as like, damn, girl, what the fuck? You're abnormal. You know what I mean? That's what I think of. And I'm like, okay, so,
It's not. He's not bringing it to your attention to hurt your self-esteem. He's just telling you something that he noticed about you. And he's just being honest with you. There's no malicious intent behind it. It's just him observing you. You know what I'm saying? But see, y'all don't
Word.
do that. Y'all will go and do the fake way about it. Run to your friends like, oh my god,
Oh.
Shit.
So we
drop.
shouldn't feel we're taking it differently. We're perceiving it differently. So when that happens to us, we don't shut the. What if it turns into like a group thing? Like you and your homies are like now just like going at your girl, like digging into her, like damn, her calves are big. Yeah, you can crush watermelons with them motherfuckers. Like at that point.
Only time we do that as men is when we argue with y'all or we mad at y'all, and then we go around our buddies and be like, yeah, fuck that bitch. She had big ass legs anyway, or she had big ass hands anyway, or she had her piece thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So you're not doing it to be mean. You're doing it because you're observing us and you're pointing it out. So when you point it out, it's kind of like it's like that little boy picking on the girl he likes type of thing, right?
Exactly. Oh my god.
Seriously?
Did I just open up your mind a little bit?
Damn, that's exactly what it is, though.
Wow, that persists.
But
into
we
the-
take it such in a negative way.
We take it into a negative way.
Society wants,
Catching this?
wants y'all to be, like, with your image and everything, that, subconsciously, you're not like the woman that's on TV, so you're judging yourself way harder because you think that's what you have to look like, and that's not how you have to look like. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I feel that. It's a
Smile
perfect
if you
woman.
gonna grab the camera. But let me see. There we go.
I'm sorry, I don't smile.
You a gangster or something, huh? You kill some people or something.
I had to kill you if I tell you.
Oh shit! Don't tell me.
You're a little gangster.
I don't know how to get the fuck out of this.
She's all playing with it. Like I'm about to do some shit.
I don't have an
Let's make
iPhone,
it cool.
so.
This conversation will be way better in person. This is a very intellectual, deep conversation.
Dude, we gotta get your brother in.
All right,
on some
come
of
through.
these. When you first start talking to a guy, how do you show that you're loyal? When do you think it's appropriate to exhibit loyalty to one person in the talking stage? Start with you, because you sound like you have something good.
It depends on how much you fuck with each other, how much you vibe with each other. I feel like.
What do you use to gauge that? You're like, bitch, shut up. Stop
Okay,
asking
so
these
when I was
questions.
No,
the
they're
most
good.
recent guy I was talking to, he had told me what it was in the beginning. Like, listen, I'm not looking for a relationship.
Wow, sorry.
Blah blah blah. But this is, but like, so we. Oh, go ahead.
Y'all bitches still on your first glass.
Oh,
No,
I'm a.
Girl, this is my
It's gonna
third.
take me all night.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
33rd, baby.
Please drink up, please. This is
Yeah,
Don't feel
Right.
self-conscious. Don't feel self-conscious. Just do what you want to do.
girl.
No pressure. No pressure.
This is the queen of pressure. Like, cause like I'm
This
already
is-
like,
No,
I feel good, and she's like, no, get shit faced.
no, I'm not. But you know, a little
Shut
shit.
up.
Go
get
over the
shit
toilet,
faced.
and I won't wipe your butt. Cause
I feel like
shit faced
that's
too.
it.
The more I drink, the more I can open up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel pretty
Yeah.
open though.
you're always open.
Busted.
24/7.
He told me what it was, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Now, naturally, a girl, you want to be the girl, like, oh yeah, he's gonna fuck with me more, like, whatever. No, but I knew what it was, and it was cool, whatever. It was cool, your vibe. The more we hung out, we were hanging out more, I think for a guy, it takes longer for them to, like, really vibe with you, seeing that now. So, then we started having deep conversations, and we were just having deep conversations, and I think we always, like, we connected on a different level, and that's when I'm like, okay, dude. And then, yeah, we were having sex. And at that point, though, at the deep conversations, that was, like, 3 months in. Then I'm like, all right, dude, like, we both, you're vibing with me, I'm vibing with you. Let's take this to the next level, like, cut your hose. So then I would call him, like, when we would talk to him and stuff, I'd be like, as long as the other hoes know I'm the main hoe, that's cool.
Okay, so what
I'd be
about,
like,
so are you
the-
loyal?
But
Well,
no,
but you're
I mean, on
loyal
my
and he's
part,
not?
I am. Yeah, no, I wasn't.
As long as they know I'm the main one.
Yeah,
Or you're the only one, girl.
girl, we were gonna get to that point when he did that dirty shit. I said, okay. I knew what it was. I said, okay. No second chances.
So what would be a signifier that you are going to, like, just roll steady with that dude? Like, and it's a mutual thing, though.
Man, I
It's
don't know.
expected to be a mutual
How about you?
thing.
Let me hear it. But I don't know, man. I
You
don't
don't
know.
know?
I don't know.
I can see that. I mean, like, I know what
Maybe
like,
you
you
need
mean
more
by you don't know.
experience.
Yeah.
To know, I don't know.
Yeah, I would need more. Yeah. But
That's fair.
At 23, 20, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
kind of still don't know at 29. So for me to justify my loyalty is when I don't. The thing is, my acts of service is how I love people. I don't do that for anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't.
So when I'm down with you and I'm feeling you and I know for sure we can go to the next level is when I'm out here doing things for you. I'm making you dinner. I'm taking care of your laundry. I'm giving you a back rub. I'm fucking you almost every day or something.
No,
but that's
I
a
heard
given.
you. Mine
So-
would have been then when I decided to pay for your date. Last, I want to take you out on a
Your
date.
gifts. Yeah.
So when I was yeah.
I
What
give
about you?
with my time. I perceive
Time's a
myself
big
as,
one.
right.
Yes.
Like I give you my time because I look at it like
Ooh,
I've got a
footsie. Don't know
Ooh, she's feeling you. It was at this interview that she decided she was going to go the other way. Hey, girl.
I am not. No.
Yeah, I give you my time. I look at it like I have a son. I've got a job. I've got me to take care of. I give you my time, so I'm obviously dedicated to you. What's your question? I know it's a good one because you're like, oh,
Okay,
okay, through my
okay.
third eye.
Sorry.
Can you get this off of me?
I don't have children. Do you have children?
Hell no, girl. No, I
Okay.
never
She got a
will.
cat.
So, with children, now I've got a man's perspective because they don't introduce their kids to just any woman.
Ooh, I'm so glad
They
you asked that.
wait. Like, sometimes they'll wait like 8 months to a
Talking about your
year.
daddy?
When do you feel like it's the right time to introduce Bentley to the man you're dating? At like months wise, like couple months. Like, how do you know when it's serious? Like, do you
That's
just
hard for me because, okay, so when I give somebody my time, it's very few and far between.
And-
I don't just give anybody my time, right? So this is where I fall short and I'm doing it totally differently. Going into a next situation is I think that I tend to do it too soon. And I present it as like a friend thing, like, oh, this is just mommy's friend. Because I don't have a high expectation, right? But then again, at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, I kind of do because I'm fucking with you and I don't fuck with anybody. But I downplay it. I'm like, but like, you know, if you don't really want to be, like, we could just be friends.
Why do you downplay it? So you don't get hurt?
Yeah, it's a defense mechanism.
really?
Yeah,
It's a
for
defense
sure.
mechanism right there.
And
Yeah.
I think that I'm like being a single mom. I always justified it, which is not correct. I realize that now. I always justified it like, well, I'm a single mom. How else am I going to meet people? How am I going to date? How am I going to
Yeah.
whatever?
And
So I'm
Bentley's
like-
with you 24/7.
Right. So I present it to him like, oh, this is mommy's friend. They're coming over to hang out.
Oh.
Yeah. And then with this last situation, he kind of just propelled himself into our lives like really fast.
The guy did?
Yeah, and I just accepted it because it felt right. It really honestly did. Like, everything felt right until it's, like, little things here and there.
You were
that I
ignoring the red
ignored.
flags.
Because he was really good with Bentley. He did homework with him while I was making dinner. Like, it was like a little family unit thing. He put money on his school lunches and shit. Like, he went to the fucking parent-teacher conference with me. He asked to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this
Did
feels
he?
right. Yes. I was like, I mean, I guess you can go.
You want me to suck your dick later?
No.
No.
You want me to do what? From the back? Okay. But for real though, like, I was like, I love this man. Like, this is amazing. Like, maybe this is my shot. And then maybe it wasn't so bad that I introduced him off rip. You know what I mean? But I regret that because I obviously didn't know him well enough to take into account that there were things that I didn't, that weren't uncovered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They weren't transparent with me. And I could see now, like, where the whole fastness into the relationship thing, like, the fast moving thing shouldn't have happened. Like, that was kind of abnormal.
Yeah, but now you know all this for the next guy.
Right.
So you can't even
Yeah.
be mad at that.
I
You
know.
can't.
But I think I've done that before, too. Not that I have dated a lot of people, but, yeah, I just presented it as a friend situation. And,
Yeah, that's a good way.
I don't want to do that
There you
anymore.
go. That's
Now
my
I'm just
friend.
like, I have a week off once a year, so let's go on dates during that week. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I don't be going on dates or nothing like that. I'm weird. I don't like being like talking to a whole.
Because
bunch
you
of
have
people.
you have your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
you're
love
doing
my
your
own
thing.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, you're independent. Like, yeah.
What do you think is a good incubation period between? Like, how do you know? Like, what are ways that you know that this is a person that you want to introduce to your child? And what's a good incubation period? What's the time?
Should we ask a guy this? Would this be a good guy question too?
They got a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't have a kid.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because, like, I have nieces and nephews, and I'm very protective of them.
And they were yours, though.
Being in a situation like that, okay, so I can kind of put myself in a situation. I haven't introduced my siblings to any of the guys I've talked to in the past 4 years since I've been single. Because, one, they haven't shown me consistency.
See? There
Secondly, I don't want my family to get attached to them because I don't know how long they'll be around. And the one thing, I'm not going to name drop, but there's a very prominent woman in my life who just brings people into my life and they'll be taken out in the next second. And it's like, I got attached to that person and now you're taking them away. Even with animals. She got a fucking horse, right?
Oh.
I know we're off track here. But she got a horse and I got so attached to that horse. And then, like, next month she got rid of it. And I was like, man.
Where's she living? She got a horse.
Who does that sound
She
like?
live in Medina?
Your friend.
I
Illinois.
hate you.
It's constantly happening with her. So I have to learn to not be attached to anything she brings to my life because I know it's going to not be there for too long.
So you know what that feels like. So
Yeah.
that happened from your childhood, too?
Yeah.
So being a child, like, you're probably crushed, right? And especially if that was a human being, a person that you built a relationship with, had a bond with, physical, emotional connection, and then the next thing you know, gone. That's how I felt when this dude left my life because he left Bentley's life too. He was so attached. He was so confused. He did not understand. Yeah, because he had that male influence. And I thought, I'm like, this is lit. Like, this is what we're missing. You are the yin to our yang. Like, you fit perfectly in our puzzle.
And the foresight, he had more time with, because, you know, you're a single parent. Your time can only be stretched out so much.
Right.
And with that extra person there, you probably will take care of more.
I had not slept so well in my life. When he was like, I'll just watch Bentley, it's fine. I was like, I found him. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was glowing. But then, like, the little things that were wrong, that it made it easier to push him to the side because I'm like,
Yeah, for sure.
he's a little bit jealous. I mean, a little bit of jealousy
It's okay.
is okay. What do you think is crazy jealousy where you're just like, absolutely not?
When they're controlling you.
Yeah.
They're telling you not to do this, not to do that.
What about when they don't physically or blatantly state you're not doing this, whereas they act some type of way when you go to do something that they don't want you to do? So say,
That's a mind game.
Right, that mind fuck shit. Do you do it anyway and just let it slide?
That's
and
manipulative.
See if they let it happen and don't give you shit about it, or do you go like rounds and like after consistently they giving you attitude and act in some type of way, didn't answer your phone calls because you went out and did what you wanted to do anyway because you're not doing anything wrong, but they're making you feel like you did something wrong? When do you put a stop to that, or do you not even put up with it off rip?
I'm not putting up with that. No. Straight up, I'm not. And that's only because I've seen it, like, with my family. I'm not doing that.
I feel that. I know, yeah.
In the marriage, and then they're both at marriages. I'm gonna cough, not cry. I'm gonna cough.
It's okay.
But, yeah, the marriages they're in, hell no. They can't even, one of them can't drive. Fuck. And, like, no, I cannot put up with that. How about you?
Ask the question again.
What
The
point do you say
jealousy.
no to, like, the controlling, not the blatant, you're not doing this, but the attitude that you get when you go out and do whatever you, like, I'm gonna go out with my friends, and then they act all funny, like, oh, okay, like, once they realize you're getting ready and you're like, so cute, but they're
still
giving
go
attitude.
out.
Right.
Right.
You still go out, and then how many times do you take that
The
as,
arguments
like,
and
the
stuff.
arguments and stuff, the attitude?
I won't take it for too long. I have a lot of, what is it? I don't want to use the wrong word.
Patience?
Stamina for bullshit, you know? I'll take as much as I can, and then I'll be like, you know what, this is enough. Because that gives me reason to break it off.
True.
You know what
true.
I mean?
You
Because
put in your
I need
effort.
reason for
Right.
me.
I do too. I'm like that way too. When
Yeah.
I'm dedicated to somebody, I need a good reason.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I fall short. Like, my reasons, my stamina, or whatever you want to call it, is extremely, it endures way too much.
Yes.
Way too much. And then, like, 7 years later, it's like, okay, I think I've had enough, but I'm still not going to leave you because I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to be the bad guy, and I love you and everything. And we've created this life together, and let me just stay and make myself miserable. It's ridiculous.
No, sometimes we have to put our foot down and
Yeah,
tell
for
them, like,
real.
look, I'm not out here doing this. I'm going to go out and have fun. This is it. Like you said, you put your foot down right.
But I'm
First.
so easy to walk away, though. That's the thing. I can walk away
See?
from everything.
I wish.
I
Like,
guess not
with this
good in
last
some
situation, I feel
situations.
like it was just some things were fucking ridiculous. Like, I like to have my alone time. I like to go out and ride my bike at night. Nothing fucking wrong
That's
with
what
that,
you
bro.
do. I
Nothing.
know.
I'm gonna go around. What do you think I'm gonna do at 10:30 at night in Phoenix? You think I'm gonna go fuck a homeless man or something? Like, what you think I'm doing? I'm gonna
The
to a crack
possibilities
house?
are endless.
You know what I'm saying? She's about to go looking like that, sweaty and gross and nasty from her work
But what
day.
makes them think like that?
That's what I'm saying. What makes a guy think like that? That they're gonna be like, oh, so what are you doing? Going to ride your bike?
What they do to them? What did they
I'm
do?
gonna go ride my bike. Right.
You're the
right.
most guilty when you've already done it.
Right.
When I got caught shoplifting, the guy couldn't find the headband, but the police officer came up to me. If I didn't do it, I'd be like, sure, I don't have it. But I'll cooperate with you. But I was like, check me. I don't have it. Check me. Check me. I don't have it. Check
That's
me.
a good example.
Check me. Check me.
I can see her getting aggressive too,
My
like start barking at him and shit.
I was like,
Right.
and like, when I got caught cheating on a test in school, I remember like,
You know,
if I didn't do it, I'd been like, you can call like my mom, like, bro, I didn't cheat on the test, bro. I had to use the bathroom. I was turning around to raise my hand,
She smiled
like,
too.
get all loud and shit. But yeah,
She gonna start clapping.
I'm doing it.
Then you're automatically acting all types of crazy. You're acting out because you're acting on what you're trying to suppress. It's trying to scream its way out. It's doing it in the most obvious loud way. That's for real a really good example, girl. Yes, shit drop. A really good example.
But are you crazy?
Ooh, what do you consider crazy?
A man asked me that. He asked me, "Are you crazy?" And I
That's fucking
said,
it.
"Define crazy." And he was like, "Bitch, you're crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I am. But it's what you can handle."
Right, and they like that shit.
Yeah, they do it. And I was like,
But like, what crazy? Like, what, I feel like there's different types of crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a fine line between like hiding in the trunk, crazy, popping out, scaring your ass, crazy.
I could. I ain't gonna lie, I could, man. Don't underestimate me. I'm very unpredictable. That high school Chrissy's still in there, and I would be down to throw some bows sometimes.
So she said,
I got a
she
lot
was
to
like,
lose if I
sometimes.
do.
Listen, I'm
Love
crazy,
it.
as in not like I'm gonna whoop your ass crazy, but like I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
Right.
I'm
She had made
crazy.
a comment to me one day. She's like, I never really like actually been in love. So like once I do find that guy, and if he like breaks my heart, I'm scared for him. I'm scared for him because I don't know what I'm
I'm
gonna
not
do.
gonna fuck you. I'm not gonna do. I'm not. Dude,
That's how
I can't tell you guys this stuff on camera because if someone does watch it, that's crazy. And he didn't even know it was me. Then there was this other time. I went into my significant locations. I needed this dude to know that I was still around. That you're not gonna get rid of me easily.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot his address. I went in my significant locations. I remembered his house was somewhere in Lakewood. So I Googled that shit. And then I Googled, I was 5 minutes away from the bar when I drove to his house the one day. So I put in every Lakewood location, 5 minutes from this bar. Only 3 were left. Then I knew that it was 12 minutes from my house. So on the way home, only 2 were left. Now, I Googled this man's full name, put in his address, and it said owns the house. Or rents, whatever. So then, I brought my friend's dog, went to his neighborhood, walked my fake-ass dog that I do not have.
I love it. I love it. You playing
Made
the fucking
sure
part.
that his address and street name was in my Snapchat. So he knew I'm still around, nigga. I'm watching.
Oh, you was letting them know. You was not
She's on the phone
scared.
and she's like, should I do this? And I'm like, girl, no, that's crazy. What is I see it on Snapchat. Here she goes. And I'm
Did
like,
you walk by his
girl.
house?
Yep.
I would have stood out there like, piss on that bush, bitch. Piss on that bush.
Then
She's like, fuck it, I'm gonna piss on it.
I got a fake Instagram. These niggas gonna test me. You not gonna cheat. Listen. I got so many DMs. So much proof on niggas. They don't even know. They don't even
Married?
know.
Is they married?
Some guy relationship.
Got new babies? Bitch is
Everything.
pregnant? Houses
These
and
niggas
bitches?
is nasty.
Oh, you ain't got time.
So I got all the proof, and that's your screenshot. You ain't fucking me over nothing.
Exactly. There you go.
You know what though? That's good backing because how many dudes are gonna be like, I swear, Hannah hit me up and blah blah blah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
No,
you hit Hannah up.
And I hid in the back of a trunk once too.
Yeah.
I haven't reached the full potential of crazy, but before it gets crazy, I'll leave the situation before it
You
can
stop
get-
it because you don't
Yeah.
want to get arrested, right? And
Yeah,
you don't want
I-
to look like a psycho ass bitch.
Yeah, I know I could do some fucking damage.
You want to
It
know
could
why?
be
'Cause we're
Hurricane
calculated.
Christine.
We're smart as fuck.
Yeah. So I'll just leave, and you know what? Karma's a bitch, and it always comes around. It always does. I swear to God, anytime I've been in
Yes.
situations with somebody
Yeah, I believe
and
that.
they fucked me over, it just somehow the universe handles them.
That's why my
Yeah.
my crazy only goes so far. I got so crazy, I did some fucked up shit to someone's shit. Wanna go on there too?
Nah,
Why?
Would you go on The Bachelor? And why?
I don't think I would.
Why?
There's too many options. Too many options. I like
as
them
the
all.
participants or as the main character choosing?
I want to be the main one. I think that'll be a lot. I don't
Pimp?
know. It'd be pimping.
I'd be walking with a pimp
One.
cane.
I'm going as
Bitch.
the participant.
There you go.
That is
Competition.
the love story that is waiting for me. I already know.
I don't like competition. I'll get real
I don't
fierce
either.
with it.
Oh, me either. But I'm gonna make them little bitches.
There you go. That's that
Yeah.
fight in you. That's that Aries right there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I don't like attention, first of all.
Oh yeah, me either.
I want to be put on blast. And I'm not sharing no man.
See, that's
Period,
the best
point blank.
part,
And I don't like options.
girl.
I want to see one that I like, and I don't want...
No,
If I'm in that position, I got money.
this.
They're all looking at me like an opportunity. I'm not nobody's opportunity. What you going to
Listen.
add to me?
No, girl. Listen. You want that competition so you can show that man who's boss.
He already knows if he's fucking with me.
Listen.
Look, there's these guys on YouTube, Abba and Preach, that you definitely need to watch. And you too. They talk about relationship stuff a lot.
Abba and Preach.
Yes. So they talk about relationships a lot. And they talked about how men will be with women who are not up to their level, like financially wise. They may not make as much. But however, when women are financially up here, they won't accept men who are financially down here or lower than them.
Why?
I've
Why
heard
is that?
I've heard about that stigma.
I've heard about that too,
I've-
but is that true though? You think that's really true?
Yeah, it does happen. I felt myself in that situation one time because
You
I'm
wouldn't?
like, because I felt like
Nigga works at
no,
McDonald's.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
I wouldn't, but I will help try to open your mind to possibilities to build.
It depends
That
on
all?
what your career is. What's my career versus your career? You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Can you see yourself going further in that?
Yeah. And like,
Is
what
there-
do you do? You're not working at McDonald's, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You want to be a GM? All right, cool. How can we get you there? I don't know,
What about
but
this though? Like, okay. What if the dude is so driven, right? He got a record. He's trying so hard.
What's
putting
his record?
in work. Something that is like, and like
Murder?
uncle, dad. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand.
what's that?
I've heard about that stigma.
I've heard about that too,
I've-
but is that true though? You think that's really true?
Yeah, it does happen. I felt myself in that situation one time because
You
I'm
wouldn't?
like, because I felt like
Nigga works at
no,
McDonald's.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
I wouldn't, but I will help try to open your mind to possibilities to build.
It depends
That
on
all?
what your career is. What's my career versus your career? You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Can you see yourself going further in that?
Yeah. And like,
Is
what
there-
do you do? You're not working at McDonald's, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You want to be a GM? All right, cool. How can we get you there? I
What
don't know,
about
but
this though? Like, okay. What if the dude is so driven, right? He got a record. He's trying so hard.
What's
putting
his record?
in work. Something that is like, and like
Murder?
uncle, dad. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand from that perspective
What?
how it is like when a really good guy is just trying to make it out here, but they got their past hanging behind them, and it's like holding them down. Like what? Do you give them leeway if you see like such strife in them to where they're just like so hard striving out here, applying at jobs, going to interviews, hustling, not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like just trying to make it an honest living, but they just can't get there.
I
Do
think
you
you
stick around? You're climbing in your company. You know, you're like
you're
manager
here and they're here.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. I'll give him a chance.
I would
I've been
see
a good
if I
ass
find
dude.
it, if I, and I see it. Yeah, I would, for sure.
Treat you right.
Yeah.
But then again, if he's sitting on my couch smoking weed, his friends over with the stinky ass feet, they kick their
Playing
feet up
the
on my
PlayStation-
table.
PlayStation.
I'm paying the bills, and he's out here like, I'm trying,
That's what I'm
babe,
saying.
I'm
At
trying.
that point, no.
No. I gotta see your strive.
Yeah.
I gotta see your efforts into this.
What if you got a little
know?
dick?
Right.
What if you got a little dick?
Listen, there's ways to go around that. So I feel like
We really gonna talk about that?
And pause.
Does size matter?
no.
It don't. So you can work with a little dick.
What's little for you?
What's little?
Ooh.
That's hard. That's hard.
What's he doing to me?
Or it's about the motion in the ocean.
Mmm.
Because you know what? I've had guys who've had big ones, but didn't know how to like.
Yeah,
Use it.
I
I don't know how to
think-
use
hell
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who? Not
I love the
cheesecake.
nickname.
This is what he was doing. Jabbing me. Like a jabber. Jabbing me. Like a jabber.
And that's only changing for so long.
And it's like,
What are you doing all up in my
You gotta
guts?
switch it
especially
up.
when there's no curve to it, you gotta do something else.
You got some rhythm. Mm-hmm.
You got no rhythm. What you got? What are you doing with that?
Mm-hmm.
I can do that myself.
I had a man who was pretty hung, right? And I was nervous and it hurt. But he knew what the fuck he was doing. That was the engaged guy. That was the engaged guy. And I was like, you a fucking hoe. I know for sure.
He ain't
Because
keeping that to
you out
himself.
here, you fucking too good right now. And I was like, you've done this more than once, haven't you? He was like, yes.
Yes,
I was like, I'm not the only one. I'm like,
Aren't I a great
I
human
need
being?
to go to Metro
Don't you
and
want-
get a check because I'm not sure.
I know that, and that's free.
Hmm?
That's free on Metro.
It is.
I don't know.
Why I had to pay.
How often y'all get checked?
Me too. $100.
Whenever
I don't go to the
I'm
doctor,
unsafe
period.
with somebody, which is rarely often, I'll go get checked right after them. Which
For
is like-
real, you should.
You should get checked. I'm not telling you.
How
what
much
to do.
is it at Metro?
You should get checked after, and then like
I
a
don't know.
couple months after too. If it's that time between.
Yeah, for sure. I wait a couple months, for sure. But I go like once a year.
That's what's up.
Even though they say you wait like 3 years. And I'm like, no, bitch.
No.
I've had a new partner every year. I'm
Yeah,
going to go once
right.
a year.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay.
Let's be honest right now, because women are not honest about sex. They
Mhm.
hide it because they want to be innocent.
We ain't innocent. We're just as dirty as half of them. Mm-hmm.
I like that rough shit.
Well, what you like?
I like to be slammed and choked.
So you're submissive?
Yes.
Oh, bitch. Isn't it funny how you find a woman in the position of power, right? Because I'm a supervisor where I work. I delegate things and I'm in control. Not in control, but I oversee like 14 people. And I'm in a position of power. However, when it comes to the bedroom, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm totally submissive. Like,
do it, Javon.
tell me what to fucking do because I don't know what to do right now. Tell me what to do and I'll fucking do it. I love it. Are
Yeah.
you the same way?
Yeah, but with the right, like, every now and then, not every time, every now and then, I do like to be in charge. So, like, I will, like, be like, all right, he'll grab my face, please stop touching me. I grab his hand and, like, I'll smack him. I'm like, all right, I start pushing
be
him to
hitting
the
our dudes.
bed. So I
Punch him
push
and
him to
shit.
the bed. Be like,
Ooh, you a little
And then-
physical.
I honestly can say I've done that like with one boyfriend,
and like,
and that shit was hot because he was so turned on.
yeah.
It was
But,
awesome.
like,
But
it
it was,
takes
like,
a
the only
lot
time.
out.
I mean,
You can't, if
Facts.
you're insecure in that, it doesn't work out, but you,
you
have
gotta
to
be really
confident.
comfortable. You think
I drug them too sometimes. Roofie their shit. Steal their money.
She's the
You
roofier.
Cardi B in bitches right now.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. To
It's a
smoke weed.
gateway drug.
I feel okay. So here's
It's
my
definitely
thing.
not.
My stance on psychedelics. I think they're great, and I mean, I've done acid plenty of times, and
You know what? I know
I
where
like
you're
it.
gonna go with this, and I
It made me
believe
feel at
you're
peace.
right.
First of all, I did it at the Ledges, and I felt immensely at peace when I came home, and I was just like, man, shit, life. You know what I mean? I was just content. It was amazing, and like nothing extravagant happened. Like I just walked around the
What did you
forest
do?
for hours and hours and hours and hours, and just thought about how connected with nature we all are. And I just felt so fucking at peace afterwards. And I think psychedelics are great.
I think no. Well, okay, like besides like you have to be in the right state of mind, and I think you have to understand why you're doing them. You can't just be doing them to get away from your problems.
True.
Absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But, like even like if you're smoking weed to escape your problems, I feel like that's still like in
It's
the
a
wrong.
supplement
It's
at that
yeah.
point.
You need to like.
Instead of for growth, I think that things can be used for growth as opposed to supplementing for what you're lacking.
Like
in your
alcohol, there's nothing
Yes,
wrong with
right.
drinking, but if you're
No.
going and escaping from your problems, there's the same thing, bruh. I'm
That's
sorry.
a bad cycle right
That's-
there.
Yeah. Or what do you feel
Fucking
about
up
those
your
people?
shit.
I know we all know those people who have one habit that they traded in for another one, and they're so proud of themselves, right? I'm not dogging on them or anything. I feel bad.
Like, what do you
because,
mean?
like, they'll be like,
Someone
I
who gives
stopped
up smoking. Right.
and then they start vaping a lot.
Okay,
You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
I got
Or
that.
they
cheesecake
start
guy
drinking
does
a lot.
that. Stop smoking to vape.
Cheesecake guy.
Cheesecake.
I like nicknames.
I like that too because
I
I know
too.
exactly what you're talking about. It's like I like that. It
Me,
doesn't.
me and my best friend do that too. Like we nickname our guys.
You got to.
Does anybody else like the pink ones? I don't want to take all the pink ones.
Nope, you good, girl.
Dibs.
What was I gonna say?
We're talking about psychedelics and using a supplement or supplementing.
Oh, like,
things that
but
we
like
are
even
lacking.
you don't even have to put it all on. Even like you don't even have to put it on drugs or alcohol too. Like people do like. My shopping got me that like honestly like that was like a drug. My
Let's
shopping.
talk about your case, girl.
I
Your
was
shopping?
yeah, like when I'm really depressed, I'll shop. My mom would just be like, I'll come home, girl, bags every day. 4 bags, 5 bags of clothes and shoes.
Oh my goodness.
I was working 2 jobs at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I had the money to do it. I paid my bills. But like when you don't have money, they start using credit cards.
That's an addiction for real.
Girl, I got so much in debt. From quitting the job, not thinking, still being depressed and shopping my cards away. And then, girl, your card's maxed out. Got no
What's
money.
a bitch to do?
What's next to do?
What'd that teach you?
She had just learned, but I don't know if she learned.
Oh yeah, I
You
did.
learned. No, I'm just playing. You
Yeah, I
did.
know I did.
You felt so bad. Like,
Well,
your
okay,
morals
like I
couldn't-
did learn. Yeah, my morals all got fucked up at that point. But I even learned even after not learned, but I learned the credit card, like the money spending one. I will never use a credit card again, girl.
It's scary, right? Like you can go
Let me-
way too deep, too
Deep,
far.
and people don't understand that. My mom, people will
Because
warn
you don't
you,
see it. It's so easy to be like,
but you have
fuck
to
it, I'll pay
experience
later.
that to understand what they're
$20,
saying.
40, 60,
40,
100.
60, yep.
$10,000
I'm gonna pay the $100
later.
bucks.
I
That was
So
so
what
bad.
did that lead to with your?
So then I'm like, okay, like
Addiction,
I'm
you're
paying.
supplementing.
So now I'm getting money, paying off my credit cards, but I still don't have money to spend. And then I started shoplifting. I got caught,
Oh my gosh, girl, you was going off the deep end.
girl. Cause you know what I got caught for a headband, but do you know what I had? They just wanted the headband back, but girl, I had a North Face jacket, a North Face vest, a North Face shirt, 2 North Face headbands. I think one more thing, can't remember. And then because I didn't give the headband back, because if I give you the headband back, you're gonna ask to check the bag and find all that. Girl, I got caught with everything at that point.
Oh.
But girl, listen, if you don't believe in God, I do. Because listen,
Yeah, tell me.
I found a lawyer because I was with my friend when we did this too. I found a lawyer. She only charged us $600 each, and knowing the judge from Strongsville, and lawyers are not that cheap ever. If you look up a lawyer, wow, they're just
No,
it's like
you're right.
$1,200 just for a down payment, and then she knew the judge at the court, and we didn't have to see the judge. We didn't have to see a magistrate. We didn't see anybody.
You didn't even walk in court.
We didn't even walk in the
Nice.
court. All we had to do was community service, and it's off the record. Never even on the record.
So what's the lesson of all this?
Listen.
Commit more crimes and pray about it. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No,
Just
but
pray
listen.
about it, be all
And,
good.
now I gotta figure out why I get so depressed, but
How do you think you're gonna do that? Because I mean that's a big thing, and I'm so glad that you realize that. You know what I mean?
Well,
it takes a
I'm
lot
not-
to admit it, right?
It does,
You have to
accountability.
be honest with yourself.
That's a big part.
What do you think you need to do?
I'm gonna have to talk to someone for real. That sounds so crazy to say, because I never think I would do.
It's a stigma along with it. I don't think it's crazy at all.
Like, yeah, to talk to somebody. Because, like, you can only talk so much to your friends and your family. And, like, I think you need an outside opinion that doesn't know anything about you.
A professional.
Yeah.
I agree. That's. I've always thought that, but people think it's a weak point. But
Especially in men. I feel like it's really seen weak in men to seek help like that because they're looked at as like little bitches. Like, oh, well, you're not mentally there. You can't hold
figure your shit
yourself
out.
up. How you gonna
Yeah,
hold your
right.
wife up and your kids up? You little bitch.
You
You know?
can't.
And that's terrible. It's a terrible way to look at
That's
it.
some
Because I feel like
pussy-ass
a lot
shit.
of our men crumble. A lot of our men crumble, and like that's when they go off the deep end. They lose their shit.
yes.
And then they're doing things like cheating on their wives because they
Yeah.
need something, you know what I mean? Or they're drinking heavily, or they start drugs, and the next thing you know, they lose their whole family in the wrong way because
Because you didn't
Of that
deal with your
addiction.
problems. Your mental
Right.
state is crazy. And I didn't know how much that is.
girl, we have
Until
health
you, like,
insurance
you
for that
really-
stuff. Pays for everything.
Right.
No, for real. Why do you think men cheat? That you say that. No, not
Oh
do
my
men,
goodness.
but like,
There's
why
so
do
many reasons.
why do people cheat in general? Like, have you guys ever cheated? Like, honestly, okay, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Yes.
I will be honest.
I think it's time for me to leave.
no.
Hell yeah.
I will be completely honest.
I'll be completely honest too. You start.
But one at a time.
You
Me?
go. Yeah.
Okay, so I have slept with a man who is engaged. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. And I asked him, because I wanted to know, I was like, why are you here with me right now? Why aren't you being faithful to your woman? And he was like, well, you know, sometimes things get stagnant and, you know, I can't, what did he say? He was like, sometimes things get stagnant and he wants to do other things with other people. And I was like, well, then why are you even in a relationship then?
Right.
You know, like, maybe the relationship is not for you. He's like, well, I got to do it for my family. And I was like, oh, so you're a family man. And I said, it just blows my mind that men who are in relationships, you know, find it some kind of reason to go out and sleep with other women. And then, you know, put that in the back of their mind and still go home and be a family man.
Okay, but why did you decide to sleep with him?
Why did I decide to sleep with him? Even though I knew he was engaged, which was not good on my part. But that's a good question.
What were you thinking? Like,
I was
Yeah.
I was very attracted to him, and at the
Okay.
time he did come to me about a lot of his relationship problems, and I don't know if that was the gateway.
oh, absolutely, you were that cool girl
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
my wife
I didn't
doesn't
mean
talk to me
Cheesecake.
like that.
And I didn't mean it for that. Like, I think we worked on each other without even consciously knowing it. And then it just one day, we were around each other, and he was like, you know, you smell really good. And I took my wrist, and I was like, yeah, it's this Versace. And he smelled
Ooh,
it.
I love bright
I
crystal.
love
Yeah.
Versace.
No,
Oh,
it's a gold one.
Oh, the gold one. Yeah,
And he
yeah.
took my wrist, and he smelled it, and then he, like, kissed my
Pheromones.
arm. Yeah, and I didn't stop him. I don't know why I couldn't, but
I'm
Oh,
listening
yeah,
to
that's
you. You said
what I
Versace, and I was like, I understand.
I love that. That
I
smells
understand
good.
why his pants came down.
Girl,
I
me
get
too.
it. I get
And
it.
he just kissed my arm, and I just went with it. And then he, like, took me in his embrace, and I was just like, all right, we're going with this. And I was like, why am I not fighting this, Christine? Why are you not fighting this? And I beat myself up a lot for that, because I was in a situation where I found the other girl with my man, and I know if I was her, I would be just as much disgusted and devastated. But it is what it is, and I can't do nothing about it because
Can't
it
do
already
nothing about
happened.
it. It's a lesson,
Yeah.
right? What did
It's
you
a
learn from
lesson
that?
learned that I can't be involved with somebody who's already involved with somebody else.
Because you're better than that too.
Yeah,
You're
I
better than
deserve
second
so
best
much
because that's
more.
all you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there too. I can attest
Yes,
to that.
Sam.
And
Tell
I've
us
been
about
there.
yours.
I've been there more than once.
Oh,
and
really?
honestly, that's why I'm like, I
Okay.
can't. I wouldn't judge you anyway. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
would
saying? He had texted me after we left, and mind you, he paid for everything. And I was like,
Nice.
this is interesting. I was like, this is weird. Like, yo, like, I'm like, me being just a cool person, like, yo, you don't got to do all that. He's like, no, I get this discount and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I guess. And he's like, I'm just showing you how to play. Like, it's cool. And I should have known. Like, I was just being naive. I'm like, maybe he's just being nice. Maybe he just wants company. Like, whatever.
Yeah, that's what we all think at first.
He texted me after I left and was like, joking about sleeping together. Like, oh, you want to go get a hotel? And then, like, we dabbled back and forth texting and stuff. And then it just finally happened. He came over one day.
Was it what you expected?
One man I will agree on with her is this
and
one.
he was white.
Why have you both had them?
No, we don't share.
Oh, okay.
Except for
She
one.
had tried it once, but we'll talk about that. Hilarious. But,
I did not try it. I have.
Anyways. So, yeah, I mean, like, yeah. And then I thought about it, and then, like, the whole karma, we had planned to go on this trip. And it just made me really nervous. Like, this lady at work was saying some things, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like she knows something. She suspects something. Like, her intuition is telling her something.
Is it the one I know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just like, you know what? I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I don't. I'm like, I honestly just don't. I think this is a terrible idea. I'm like, and then I found out that the whole interaction that we had together, we hooked up a couple times. His wife was pregnant. And then knowing that, I still dabbled a couple times. And then I felt terrible. I felt awful.
Right?
Awful. She actually saw his
I
wife
see it,
at her
yeah.
job.
I'm like, I
She's
look
like,
at the last name.
his
I'm like,
family's up here. Here's his. She
she's
worked in the
coming in
photo
today.
section.
Yep, she's
She saw the pictures of their family together.
definitely coming in
Really?
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then you see their photos. I'm like, it's them.
they're such a pretty family
They're a
too.
cute couple, but
I
listen,
felt
at
Aren't
the
they
same
all a
time,
cute family?
we
Aren't they
can't-
all a pretty
All of
family?
them. And I'm just like, why would you
Mhm.
forfeit that for some bitch? Because let's say I'm not referring to myself as that, but to her,
No.
I'm an outsider. I'm just some bitch. She's wifey. Why are you
yeah.
fucking with some bitch?
Exactly.
Why are you
But
gonna
at
throw all
the
that
same
away?
time, though, like we did
For
some
some
fucked up
pussy?
shit. They do some fucked up shit. We can't be
I could have
judging
said
either.
no. Then
Because
that's when I say I
It's
regret
fucked
it
up,
too. But
and we've done some. But like,
I don't want that.
I can't sit here and hate on, say shit. You know?
Well, you ever cheated, girl? You ever cheated?
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I have cheated. Yeah,
You ever helped a man cheat?
probably.
Help the man? What you mean?
I
help
helped
the
a
man?
man. Okay.
Like, no,
I
I mean,
cheated
like,
on
how
My
I slept
one,
with a married man type of thing. Like, I
Mm.
helped him cheat on his wife.
I cheated in front of like my like ex's eyes. He had to pull me. Yeah, I have, and I don't feel proud about it. I actually
I don't think
shit
that
makes
we-
you feel. You don't
Yeah.
think in that moment, and even if you do, you're not. You don't have time to think back on the situation.
in the moment.
You just
no.
learn from it. That's the
Yeah.
best.
Mhm.
That's the best thing
No,
you
no,
fucking
no.
do.
Do you think that in a situation, I know I haven't been in a situation like this, if somebody cheats in the relationship, can you go back to that person?
I have
Did it work out?
no, because they still kept that person at bay. And you know, case by case basis, my ex, we were together for 5 years. So I said, I'm not gonna throw 5 years away for this. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna try and communicate a little bit better and see where our problem areas are and try to make them better and improve. And as much as I tried, he did not, because he still kept her at bay. So I believe in second chances if, you know,
Both of you are on the same page?
Yeah.
How do you know if both of you are on the same page?
Yeah.
What are the signs?
actions. Like if you could say one thing, but if you don't do it, I could pick up patterns like this. And if you're not
Yeah,
fucking
it's
doing
true.
what you're saying,
Taurus?
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna see right then and there that you're not who you're saying you are, and you're not doing anything that you're saying you're doing. So I'm not gonna put my effort into it anymore.
What were some of the things that you decided on together that you were going to work on for your relationship to avoid that happening, that he didn't come through on?
God damn, Sam.
I'm picking. I wanna
One
know.
of them was, I know one of the issues he said was because we didn't spend enough time with each other. I worked nights, he worked days. So when he felt lonely, he would venture out
Supplemented.
to talk to other females, and that relationship blossomed into something.
Mhm.
I didn't know that until afterwards. I didn't understand that until afterwards, right? So it still doesn't give an excuse. One of them was
That's why.
quality time.
Oh, listen, wait, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
That's why you don't let the other spouse have no new opposite friends in so long into a relationship. Hell no. All right, go ahead.
It's hard because I have male friends. You know what? One guy told me, because now I work with a male dominant at my job, and I hear their perspective a lot. He said that his wife had a lot of male friends, right? And he didn't like that. And he was like, I looked at my wife and I said, all your guy friends aren't your friend. They just want to fuck you. She was like, no, they're genuine. They're my friends. They like me. And he was like, no, call them right now. Text one of them right now and say, let's meet up. Let's do this. And one of them did fucking agree to do it.
Listen, I
And
heard
I
that
would be
too.
so
Point
disappointed
proven.
in my homies if
Yeah.
they did that shit to me.
And he was
I'd be
like,
like, man,
point proven.
I thought we were cool. I thought we were
You know who?
bros. I thought you was my dude. We was dabbing each other up yesterday.
Yeah.
You know who?
Yeah. Now you want to do what?
F-150.
Oh, the nicknames.
Important. We
It
really
is.
need to pay attention to people's behaviors because we
Yes.
can't just go on what they're saying.
Oh, I got the
And you
perfect
got,
one
and you
right
have an
here.
X for that too.
I got the perfect one. Shit drop.
Thank you guys. Peace out from airplane mode /401. Okay, just Samantha, Hannah, and Christine. Okay.
Yes.
Flying Hawaiian.
Ooh, I'm the. I don't fucking know what I am.
How I spent my alone time.
Oh man, I gotta take this out. And then I'll take them out.
I do it at the table. I'll be like,
Like, how do you do
I'm
it?
like, I'm taking my fucking dentures out and shit.
Right.
I don't know. I don't have the struggles.
You don't. You have a nice smile.
Oh, thank you. Do you really think so? I actually hate my smile. I
No, I
honestly
do.
hate I hate that shit.
Since I've gotten these, I've always looked at
Look,
people's
woman.
teeth and I compliment them in my head. Like, oh my god, she has a really good smile. They're so white.
That's what she was saying about my teeth today. I was like, oh girl, thank you. She's like, I wish mine were like that. I'm like, but you have a pretty smile.
Okay, so how I spend my alone time, I love to read romance novels.
Oh,
She does.
Y'all be thinking, I read 50 Shades of Grey,
Yes.
everything from.
Did that get you horny when you was reading it?
No, it makes me hopeful.
Oh, it got me horny.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't read it for that reason. I wasn't looking for a porno at the
Dude
time.
comes up to you talking about, baby, how you feeling right now? I'm hopeful.
Girl,
It's sour.
I know this one is too.
I
I'm
like sour
sweating.
stuff.
Pop the molly, I'm sweating.
Ooh.
Go ahead, play it.